What's up, everyone? This is Sean, Stacking the Money Green from the Sports Gambling Podcast with a quick how-to video on how to bet on sports in New Jersey. Thankfully, New Jersey legalized sports gambling a few years back, and betting on sports in New Jersey is completely safe, completely legal, and completely fun. Well, completely fun if you hit your bets, but you don't have to worry about any sort of shenanigans. And thankfully, New Jersey is one of the states that allow you to bet at a physical location and using a online sportsbook app. Now, if you're betting at a racebook, sportsbook, whatever, a physical location, it's pretty easy. You'll walk in, you'll see a giant betting board with all the different games going on, and you'll see numbers listed next to the team names. For instance, the 76ers are playing against the Boston Celtics, right? And the 76ers are favored by 4.5 points. What does that mean? Well, if they're favored by 4.5 points, that means they have to win by more than 4.5 points for you to win your bet. Now, let's say the Sixers win 110-105. Oh, they won by more than 4.5, and you bet the Sixers, you're good to go. Now, however, let's say the Sixers win 107-105. If you bet the Sixers laying 4.5 points, the minus 4.5, that's the bet you took, you lose your bet. Now you'll see the spread, and then oftentimes you also see a price. A price is basically the price it costs to make that bet, right? The most common betting price is minus 110. What does that mean? That means you bet $110 to win $100. So you say, hey, I want Sixers minus 4.5. You give the sports book $110. If your bet hits, you collect $210. Obviously, if it doesn't hit, you don't get any money and you're out of luck, because gambling is, of course, gambling. Now, a couple other things to factor in. Sometimes you get plus odds, meaning, let's say, for instance, the example of the Celtics and the Sixers, right? The Sixers are minus 4.5 point favorites, so that means the Celtics are plus 4.5 underdogs. But let's say you don't think you need the points for the Celtics. Let's say you think the Celtics are going to win the game outright. They will also list a price next to that. Now, that will be plus odds, right? So it'll be maybe plus 140. And what does plus 140 mean? It means if you bet $100, you win $140. So in this instance, you would go up to the sports books, you would say, I think the Celtics are going to win. I wouldn't recommend it, but again, I'm a biased Sixers fan. You give them your $100, they give you a ticket. If the Celtics win the game outright, meaning no points needed, then you collect $240, your $100 original bet, plus $140 for winning the bet. Now, you can also bet with a mobile sportsbook app. And again, it's very similar to betting in the sportsbook, except it's just all on your phone. You just pick up your phone, you enter in the same kind of bets, very easy to deposit. There's a couple differences. One being the convenience. You can bet anywhere in the state of New Jersey using the app. And two, the bonuses. The dirty little secret is casinos and sportsbooks, the physical locations, they don't offer you any sort of deposit bonuses. You'll be lucky if you get a couple drink tickets out of those guys. They want to sell you there on the ambiance. You're going to go see a show. They want you to play some blackjack, some craps, roulette, whatever. You can do the same things on your betting app. Can't obviously go see a show, although I'm sure there's some shows you could look up on your phone, being the internet and all, but it's very easy to use, and you get those deposit bonuses. We're actually running a promotion with WinBet. Very easy to use, and they're offering you a $500 risk-free bet on your first bet, meaning basically you wager up to $500. If you don't hit it, you get your money back in the form of site credit. And all you got to do to sign up for that is go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WYNN, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WYNN. Click that little New Jersey sign up link, download the app, and you're good to go. Thank you guys for checking out this very simple tutorial on how to bet on sports in New Jersey. Make sure you subscribe to the Sports Gambling Podcast, and don't forget to let it ride.